quiet. Is this a common occurrence?
Yeah, it's the only thing I can do. Yeah, this bathroom's under construction, so half of it's done, half we're still working on, because I decided during this break to like start tearing and painting and I pretty much repainted my whole house. I've redone the outside wood on the garage. I tore up this bathroom.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we are live now here on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. My name is Melissa.
I'm Rhonda.
And with us, we have our friend Kim.
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
So I haven't seen you in ages, and I've been home 76 days. How many days have you been home, Kim?
I think I lost count because I really don't go anywhere. No work. I don't like everything,
Right.
you know.
So are you doing flowers at the golf course?
I was. My husband needed some help, so I told him I would go in and plant some flowers and whatever they needed, because their the outdoor patio is opening today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so whenever they need help, I volunteer my services for food.
There you go. I like it.
So Kim is another one from the Y.
Yeah.
I know. I go back
Either.
to sandwich Y next week.
Do you? What are you going to be teaching?
I'm not teaching. I'm just going to do personal training clients.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
So
You can be inside the building or outside?
Outside.
Outside, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no inside yet.
No inside, I think, till June 29th, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm starting back to teach Pilates next Thursday. And it's like 9 people outside.
So you have to sign up for that?
You do.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, saw a little bit of, I didn't,
Yeah.
so it's not, you can't just show up.
You're not supposed to just show up. If you show up and there is a spot available, I can have, I can like take your name, and then Kristen or Lisa will just charge your account.
Gotcha.
But because of the fact that we aren't taking membership dues right now, they thought we got to charge something for the class. So it's just $5 a class, and you sign up in Daxco 72 hours before, and you have 24 hours to cancel and get your money back. But if you don't cancel within 24 hours, then you don't get your money back. So we're hoping that it motivates people to come to class,
Yeah.
But this morning, and I don't know, I haven't read a statistic specifically about exercise, but I just had the news on while I was, visiting around the house, and it was talking, interestingly enough, about people buying RVs. There's like 50% more.
Yeah, we're trying to buy one.
I know.
I'm
Melissa all the time. But like banks and credit unions are seeing like a 50% increase in this type of loan, because 18% of people are comfortable flying or going to a hotel. And it kind of makes you wonder how many people are actually comfortable going to fitness classes,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple clients that are not ready to come back, even if it's outside. They're not coming. They're like, no, we'll wait. So then I have a couple that are ready to have it again. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely think there's so many levels of where people are at with it, like, and stuff. So it is going to be interesting how things kind of, because I think there'll be a lot of people that are afraid to come back. So.
Yeah, I don't know what to think anymore.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I was muted.
Oh, I was like, what?
The dog's up in her crate. She's crying quite a bit.
Oh.
So this morning we have Kate and Janet, Mr. Joe, Britt, and Renata have joined us. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's gonna be a beautiful day. I'm pretty excited about it.
It's gonna be nice today. Sunshine,
like 70
no
and
rain in the forecast.
Perfect day.
I work at DNA today.
Okay.
And today is the first day we're allowed to let people into the store.
Ooh.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's kind of exciting. Yesterday I saw in downtown Plainfield them dropping the big flower pots down there. So that's
what do you mean dropping them from the sky?
Well, they had like their trucks.
Oh. Can you
Are
hear
they
the
closed?
dog?
Oxford Street then?
Yeah,
What?
Market Street.
What did you say?
Are they closing down Lockport Street or they?
I've heard that they are. So
Mhm.
I don't know how they're gonna do that. Like, is it gonna be just in the evenings? I'm curious how that's gonna roll. Like, I can't imagine they'll want to do it all day, every day. I don't know. Who
I don't know
knows?
either. I imagine, I mean, most of the restaurants do a lunch, don't they?
Yeah, I guess so.
Seems like their busiest would be carry out dinners.
Maybe it'll be weekends only.
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know.
excited. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I do too.
So Kim, I haven't talked to you. Tell me how have you kept yourself busy over the course of the past 75 days?
Home projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much painted. The bathroom's halfway tore up. Did work outside, you know, doing things with the kids, trying not to, stay locked in the bathroom all day.
Yeah. So Kim is catching some quiet time in her bathroom this morning, guys.
Yeah.
Tell everybody how many kids you have. What are they up to? What's
She
going
put
on?
a tablecloth over her, or towel over her toilet, so you didn't notice it was a toilet.
It was a toilet.
We're
Looks like-
exposing her, of course.
Yes, she's definitely out.
There it is.
It is.
Now, so I have 3 boys. The oldest, David's 23. He actually was working from home, and a couple weeks ago, he had to go back to work. He's in a band, and they were supposed to, have all these big shows and festivals, and everything got canceled. So that kind of stinks for him.
Yeah.
He just goes to work and comes. He really doesn't go out. Once in a great while, he'll go, they'll go and like jam out, but he's been kind of, which is nice having him home because he's never home.
What is his job?
He works in Naperville at, God, I always forget to say, it's like BVV. Like they make the stuff that sucks the essential oils out of like lavender. It will suck the oil out of the lavender.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I think that's what he works in.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And then how old are your other 2?
All right, so Quentin just turned 15 on Tuesday. So we're starting online driver's ed.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Online drivers.
So how many hours does he have to have though, like, of driving?
Well, they have to have like, I can't remember if it's like 20 or something. I don't know. I haven't read through the whole thing yet because we just got it, and they have to have so many with the instructor. They have to have so many classroom hours, and then they have to have their permit for 9 months. But because the DMV is supposed to open June, they can't even get permits. So.
Oh. That's
Oh, so they can't even drive right now.
Mm-mm.
That sucks.
Yeah,
So
that
I don't
does
know,
suck.
but then some states are allowing people just to go and get their license where they don't even have to follow all the rules anymore because it's been shut down so long.
Oh, that's frightening.
That's frightening. That's like, I think it's Arizona, maybe they don't have any driver's education classes even. They just like, if you
Get
pass
in
the
the car,
test,
they're
you get a
driving.
driver's license or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Britt said 50 hours with parents and 6 to 8 hours with instructor.
That's what it is.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So then you got 23, 15.
That paper that they make you fill out of driving with parents, they don't even look at it because I made sure I had that thing detailed, this, that. When David went through it, I was all worried that we weren't going to have the right amount and had to be in like snow and rain and sun and this and that. They didn't even look at it. The lady's like, here's his license. I was like, oh no. Like she didn't even take the paper. I was like,
Here, look it. It's dated.
Showcase.
The time.
This day he drove in the snow. This day he drove in the rain.
That was me. I was like, you are taking this. I worked hard on this.
Right. Now you know. Now you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah. It's good.
I'm just going to whatever.
Right.
And then your youngest, how old's your youngest?
So Landon is 10, and he is just loving being home. And
Yeah.
I mean, he's get up 4:30, 6:30 in the morning. He's in the pool by 8:30, 9. Like he's just having a good old time by himself.
Loving the life of quarantine. That's a good thing.
Yeah, living in his undies, typical boy.
I do. Yeah, I've got one of those. I can keep his clothes on longer than I used to be able to. Used to take them off right
So,
up the door.
Kim, some of your posts over you seem to love homeschooling,
Oh, yeah.
or quarantine schooling. So are you
Yeah.
glad it's over? Are you sad?
So glad.
I'm with you.
So tell us about your experiences with quarantine schooling. I'm not gonna even call it homeschooling.
Well, Landon is a struggle because, he's autistic. He's
Right.
he's verbal, but he's still considered nonverbal. And he separates schoolwork is schoolwork, home is home. So to like switch everything to bring it home and not have his teachers, his therapy, that was just a hot mess. So he, he talks what he wants to. He could say bad words. He could tell you to shut up. He's, a lot of bad words. But we pushed through. He did okay. He made a couple Zoom meetings with his teacher. That was a struggle. Quentin did pretty good on his own, except a lot of the teachers didn't have the classroom set up right. So we did a lot of taking pictures and emailing because we weren't able to turn stuff in. And then they're like, he's missing this, he's missing that. But he ended up getting like all A's and B's and 1 C. So
Yeah, I know. I had a hard time like trying to figure out how to get everything turned in because my boys didn't love all the like links, like going from this link to that link and all that stuff. They like having something in front of them, So I had to get the packets from the school and then I would take pictures and send it. And it was like not ideal. So I'm really hoping that we don't have to do that in the fall.
me too.
Oh man, that will take, I know, I just keep praying. Oh, there's your robes.
I do too.
Hi. Somebody need to use the restroom.
We have another bathroom.
Yeah, if you have to go, just
Well, the funny thing,
no one will even notice.
So you think he can unlock it?
Yeah, it's not an effective lock.
No, so I bought locks off of Amazon that are like high and that like.
So mama can have a little privacy.
My husband's like, why are you always in the bathroom? Like, I need 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah. So are your boys like always around you? Do they like Rhonda's kids seem to like hover within the same arm length as she can, be? Is that how your kids are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm sure if the middle one was up, he'd be in here too, trying, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? Yeah, they are all. Well, and then I finally started letting like Quentin go for like bike rides with the neighbor and this, and just to get on, if you went on like 10-mile bike rides, I'm like, it's outside, get out of the house. He needs it.
Yeah.
He's 15. He needs friends. He needs,
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it was like super cool. The other day I was, because we've been doing outdoor seatings, outdoor fittings at DNA. Can't talk anymore.
They're not eating the shoes. They're not eating the shoes.
And I saw this group of boys on their dirt bikes and they were older and it was like 8 kids like riding around town. And I've been seeing that kind of a lot. And I'm like, that's like refreshing,
It is. I know yesterday Cal came in and he said, I'm going on a bike ride. I said, okay. Do you want somebody to go with you? He's like, no, not really. Okay.
I'm going.
He just needed to get out of the house, which is good.
Yeah.
But I said, maybe you need to like text a friend, see if you could like meet a friend somewhere and then you guys just go ride around. He's like, what would we do? I'm like, you just ride your bike. That's what you're doing. No, he didn't want to do that. So I'm hoping this weekend, I feel like bike riding is the safest in terms of social distancing, like
Yeah.
You don't get too close to anybody when you're riding a bike, really, unless you're me and Clay.
Right. And you bite it.
You bike into him. I was riding with Clay the other day, Kim, and he hit his brakes, dead stopped right
Oh.
in front of me. And so I ran into him, right into him. Yeah, it was unpleasant. Right in front of Tap House, too, which was sort of embarrassing. Thankfully, there's nobody around, you know.
Yesterday, I was with Angelina and I been lately. Sometimes we'll go for a ride in the evening, and she's like wanting to ride bikes all the time lately. So we went after dinner, and she's done this a couple times. Well, she likes to wear earbuds.
Both.
And the first time I went with her, I said, that's it. If you you can only wear one. I said, because you can't hear a darn thing. And Angelina can kind of be sometimes a little like spacey sometimes.
Hello.
And she was riding, and one time, and I usually ride on the street, and she rides on the sidewalk. She's not comfortable riding in the street, which is fine. But you know how you have some of the driveways sometimes with vehicles.
Yeah.
And I could tell she was just all in, and I'm like, Angelina, we're going to run into the car. And yesterday I had that moment, and she looked like she wasn't paying attention, and the car was like, I'm like, the car. I wasn't gonna, you thought I was going to run into the car? I'm like, you've done it almost a few times. And I just keep thinking she's going to crash into the car. We're going to have to pay for like damages.
Frank could flip out.
I've seen a lot more like kids out and about and like.
Oh yeah.
I think it's getting better. I mean, it definitely is loosening up. We do have a couple of comments here that are very upsetting. Very upsetting. Britt says, doesn't seem promising with all the laptops I heard rumored the schools are purchasing.
I've seen that.
And then Janet followed that up with rumor is half day of school with teachers and half day of e-learning.
They were even talking about doing split.
Yeah.
What?
Like some kids would go in the morning, some would go in the afternoon, or some kids would go Monday, and I don't know. I know that Leanna's
it's 3 months away.
Some stuff, and they told her when she cleaned out the classroom to take everything you needed for the first quarter for next school year.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So basically, they have to be prepared for both scenarios.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I guess they have to be prepared because they weren't prepared before, right? So it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's 3 months away. I keep telling myself
that either is going to happen.
Huh?
Not for sure either way. We just have to be prepared. But then that means it means all of the parents have to be prepared mentally for this to continue.
Yeah. I think
yeah, I know. I hear that.
I don't want to hear I want to hear they're back in school in the fall. That's what I want to hear.
I know. I do too, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Let's talk about something else because this is depressing.
Yeah, that's depressing. Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. Tell me about your weekend plans, ladies. Do you have anything exciting in the works?
Nope.
So tonight is
Nope. Nope. Sure don't.
I don't really have anything. I'm working today.
Yeah.
And then tonight I do have Aiden's drive by 18th birthday.
Oh, very nice.
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so Britt is probably prepping for his birthday, huh? Probably. And then tomorrow my parents are gonna go look at that place.
Oh, good, right here in Plainfield.
Right here in town for my grandparents. So that'll be interesting. And then we have another drive-by tomorrow.
Have you done a lot of drive-bys, Kim?
We did a couple, yeah. They were fun.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of them.
Rhonda's got them on her books every day. She's got like 5 a week or something. It's
I
crazy.
think I did like 2, and then sometimes it's like I planned on going and then something came up or so.
Yeah. So I have that. I'm trying to think what else I got planned. Oh, I'm on call for DNA tomorrow. Like if they get busy, I can come in. And I think
Janet's going to Sage Creek.
Sage
Creek. Janet's going to go to Sage Creek Winery for a slushy.
Yeah, we're supposed to go, us pool moms.
Yeah, the pool moms are heading
because we're putting together some gifts for the senior lifeguards that are graduating. So
are you going to do that at Sage Creek Winery?
That's the plan, I guess. Am I correct? Because see, they had a group text going, and I came to my phone, and there was like, I swear to God, there was 60 texts on my phone, and I'm like, I'm not going to read this all. Can you guys all just catch me up to speed? This is like,
it's a lot. That's a lot. Janet says yes. That's the plan.
Yeah. So see,
So I heard that like since everything's opening, that to go places like you need to make reservations.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
And because they're not going to let, because if you walk in, you may not be, because they're, everybody's just short on tables and seats. And we were thinking of going because we love crafted, but they're already booked up for like, I'm like, oh. Same thing when I tried making an appointment to get a pedicure. I'm already like a month out. I'm like, I guess I'll be doing it myself again.
You want to hear something crazy? So my daughter, Francesca, has developed this relationship with her nail lady.
Her nail lady?
And yeah, because she would get her nails. That was the thing she would do for herself. She worked. I ain't paying for nails, but that's what she would do. And she, when she wasn't in dance like when she can't have dance, when she's doing performances, they can't have nails. But so she was getting her nails done. So she was very anxious. But this lady like loves Francesca. So she got one of the first appointments on Saturday in the morning. Like she texted her and said, "Do you want to come in to get your nails done?" I'm like, wow, Francesca, you got the in.
Hey, Kim, Renata has a question. Is the movie Drive-In going to run all summer at the golf course?
Oh, yeah. Tell us about that.
I think so. Well, I tried to get in for tonight, and it was sold out in 3 minutes, and before I could even, try to get us a spot, because that was going to be our plans, because I'm like, oh, the kids love Goonies, let's go, and they put it live, and it sold out in 3 minutes.
Wow.
So I think it's going to pretty much go on all summer long. They have, if you go on their website, under events, and it has the dates and what movies will be played. And they have little packages where you can get hot dogs, or you can get popcorn and drinks.
So so they're using the parking lot, is it?
Yeah.
And
one side of the parking lot. The first one was Tuesday, but I didn't really know much about it.
Yeah, that would be fun. So I have a couple projectors in I have 2 I've never used, and I'm would like to do movies in the backyard, or even concerts in the backyard. I was going to even mention to you, Melissa, it would be kind of fun to do a Taylor Swift concert in the backyard. I don't know, it just was something I thought might be
girls would like that for sure. Clay would like it if you do Marshmallow or something one night, yeah. Like a dance party. He likes a lot of that kind of Fortnite-ish music.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I did see that the Route 34 drive-in, it's an hour away though. They are open. It's in Earlville. And I thought it sounded like a fun thing to do, but then I read the fine print a little bit, and they have their COVID rules. And they are making you wear a mask if you sit in the back of your, I have a Yukon, right? If I open the back of my Yukon and sit in the back, I'm supposed to be wearing a mask. And I'm like, that doesn't seem like you're understanding the concept of social distancing.
No.
You can't do it with your family. So it's as long as you're in the same household.
Right.
what
And
difference
I
does it make?
understand, like they said, if you go to concessions or the bathroom, you have to wear your mask. I get that. Okay, sure. Because you're around other people.
Right, just put your
In
mask on and go get the stuff.
Right. In my own vehicle. So then that, I don't know. I don't like that. Maybe it'll relax. Wonder how long that will happen, the social distance.
That's what I keep hoping, that things will just start relaxing as, why am I getting a look?
Because you were talking about her, she probably heard you say what
Oh.
you said.
She said I woke her up.
Oh, which one is it?
Oh,
The big one?
no, the younger one.
Oh, yeah.
Shame on you. Shame on you, waking up your teenagers.
Well, way to go, Mom.
No,
okay.
my other one asked if I still do this last night,
Oh,
because she's like, close the door so I don't hear it. She's like, do you still do that? I said, well, if you don't hear it, I mean, I must not be bothering you.
right. Oh, that's true.
So
You're doing a night. Sometimes she'll be on in the morning and she's like, how are you? I'm like, fine. She's like, I'm using my quiet voice.
that's when my husband's sleeping. That's when I do it. I'm not as worried about when my kids are. Because if I wake him up, then it's like all hell will break loose.
Oh yeah, you don't need to wake the bear. We're gonna do, our weekend plans are very minimal. We're gonna do I don't know what today. Tomorrow, Jamie would like to go look at a boat, a marina. He wants to go to a marina to look at some boats or something. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's about the highlight of it, ladies.
Yeah, I don't got plans Sunday, so just my mom's looking at that place, and
yeah,
that'll be interesting.
I'm a little nervous about teaching Pilates because I don't think I can do a roll up.
Just practice your roll-ups. I'm sure you can.
No, I haven't. I can't.
Oh, man, I did yoga yesterday, the Facebook Live Christians. And I was like, oh my God, like I couldn't, like, I've been working out, but not like I usually do.
Yeah,
And when
me
you're
too.
at home by yourself, you totally slack. And I'm like, I work out in the basement or whatever, but I'm like, and today I'm so sore and so stiff. I'm like, I can barely like touch my toes anymore.
I know. I have either walked or run or randomly done things, but I try to move every day. It's not nearly as intense as I was before. So I joined Miranda's Junapalooza group, and I'm a little nervous. Because I'm probably out of shape more than I have been since having kids. But hopefully it'll be great. I'll just bounce right back for sure.
That's right.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
we'll
sure.
come all right back. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be no time. I probably won't be able to walk for a couple of days, but anyway.
After Miranda's class, I would say you probably won't be able to walk for a couple of days. She's got some tough classes, so I always did her boot camp on Wednesday, and it was the hardest workout of my week for sure.
After a month of that. It'll be great. I'm super excited, Miranda. Can't wait. Hi,
Brandon. Hello.
It looks about right. Goes in with the device.
Yeah. So we could wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Kim, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you.
It was fun to see you.
We got social distance drink in the driveway.
Absolutely.
Right?
Totally.
I've done a lot of that.
Yeah. It's getting us through. It's getting us through.
That's right. You got to do what you got to do.
But yeah, we'll have to do that. I said if there's a gala this year, it's gonna be, huh?
No, they canceled it.
They did?
Yeah, you gotta check your email, dude.
I don't check they canceled it, huh?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh.
No gala.
I was really thinking like if there was a gala, it's gonna be a hooping party.
No, it's not gonna be.
Oh.
Now we just ruined Rhonda's day.
And It was supposed to be on her birthday, Kim.
It was.
Aw.
It was supposed to be on my birthday.
Yeah, so now she's gonna cry herself to sleep.
Yeah. I was really hoping for that birthday party.
Well, we'll have to figure out, we'll whoop it up another way, 44-year-old. Celebrate 44 years another way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. I thought today's Jesus Calling was really good. I am with you, watching over you constantly. I am Emmanuel, God with you. My presence enfolds you in radiant love. Nothing, including the brightest blessings and the darkest trials, can separate you from me. Some of my children find me more readily during dark times when difficulties force them to depend on me. Others feel closer to me when their lives are filled with good things. They respond with thanksgiving and praise, thus opening wide the door to my presence. I know precisely what you need to draw nearer to me. Go through each day looking for what I have prepared for you. Accept every event as my hand-tailored provision for your needs. When you view your life this way, the most reasonable response is to be thankful. Do not reject any of my gifts. Find me in every situation. And Psalm 34, verse 5, which says, those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their faces. So that was a good one.
That was a good one. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing it.
So,
Kim, thanks again for joining us.
yeah, thank you, Kim. And
thank
we'll have to get together for a cocktail soon.
Yes. Thanks for
So-
having me.
Yeah,
Nope.
we'll see you. We'll see
Bye.
everybody on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a happy weekend.
Oops. There
See
we
you
go. All
later.
right. Bye.